Hi, Marcus of the family Zoica Matthews here. I wanted to give you a brief update on some amazing things happening in the gold and silver markets, which are very, very interesting and actually quite surprising for some people, and also how you can protect your wealth and actually profit quite significantly. Some of you already know that I do investing courses and teaching, and I also am a gold and silver dealer, primarily the investing dealership, and also even more so than that, actually run a number of private funds, including a gold and silver fund. So last week we had again record highs in the gold and silver market. Absolutely amazing prices, especially for silver, hitting a London fixing of $30.50 last week, which is the 30-year record high again, and a record high of all time in history in dollar terms of gold. By the way, I'm going to do some separate videos on some of the topics mentioned here, because I'm just doing a quick update for you now. Gold is not in a bubble. I repeat, gold is not in a bubble. If you research the definition of what a bubble is, gold and silver are not in a bubble. They have been going up very quickly, and they are going to forecast to go up even more quickly and even higher. So unlike those people who say, oh, I only want to buy when it's cheap, I generally disagree with that mentality, because if it's cheap for a reason, and it's much safer buying things when it's moving up. So the things that have come out in the last couple of weeks, apart from the record highs in gold and silver, is that something that those in the industry and those subscribing to some of the newsletters that I subscribe to, which are not that widely known, feel free to contact me if you'd like the details, is the manipulation in the gold and silver markets. Basically, HSBC Bank has been artificially keeping the price of gold down, along with various other banks, including the central banks, by the way, as has JP Morgan in terms of the silver market. And this has finally come out into the open, and they now have not only one class action lawsuit against them, but 4 class action lawsuits against JP Morgan for silver price manipulation. What does that mean to you? Well, it basically means their massive short positions at some point are going to have to be flushed out of the market. That means, in practical terms, there's pressure on silver prices going up in the paper market, which is the futures market, and also the silver physical market. There generally isn't enough physical silver to satisfy the positions that are on COMEX and various other exchanges as well. The other thing that's come out recently, and the details are not particularly public for obvious reasons, is that banks that have been storing physical gold and physical silver for people, that's allocated means that it actually has your name on the warehouse receipt, if you like, they are refusing to, or creating all sorts of reasons why they cannot let you withdraw your gold or your silver. In one case it took over a month and threats of legal action and publicity to get the gold and silver out, and in another case it took 30 days and similar threats for a much smaller amount, by the way, or small from the bank's point of view anyway. So what's going on? Nutshell is, do not trust the banks with your physical gold and silver. They will come up with excuses why they can't give it to you, because they've been committing fraud, or so it appears, in terms of either selling or leasing on your physical silver that, by the way, you've been paying storage charges for. Now, very quickly, just to finish up this short video before I make some slightly longer videos on the points I've mentioned, is I would strongly suggest that you take action now by getting some physical gold and silver into your hands, and I mean physically in your hands, not at a bank, possibly a third-party storage facility, not at a bank. Also, once you've done that, if you're interested, I do have a private profit opportunity where you can participate in the gold and silver fund that I've been trading, and one of the videos I'll be showing you is how I managed to make, let's take an example number, £10,000 out of a £30,000 account in 48 hours, so it's up 30% in 48 hours, and I did that twice in the last couple of months. Obviously various balances are varied depending on which account it is, and they're not published except to individual participants. But the point is, it is possible to make this sort of money in the silver market if you know what you're doing and you can understand leverage and risk in the futures market. So you can do this in theory yourself, or you can have someone do it for you. So that's, if you're interested in that, get in touch. I'm lowering the entry level just to the end of this week, if you're watching this video in December 2010, because I think there's going to be a massive surge in the price of gold and silver in the next 3 or 4 weeks over what is normally the quiet Christmas and New Year trading season. And often, by the way, first trading day of the year, a lot of people who've closed positions at the beginning of at the end of the previous year reopen them on the 2nd or 3rd of January, whatever the first trading day is. Finally, I have done some analysis on silver and updated it, and I now have a next target of $55 per ounce. Now it's currently trading today at about $29.60, $29.50. I plan to trade the silver up to $55. Do I know exactly when that's going to happen? I think it's going to be a lot sooner than most people think. What I'm using is one of what some people consider higher risk, but actually can be considered safer if you look at it as part of a portfolio strategy, option position, where I'm buying 50 strike calls, expecting it to go to 55, and I just tell you all in advance, if you're buying call options by themselves, you could lose 100%. However, what we're looking at here is I'm expecting to make 500 to 1,000% return in about 6 to 9 months. So for money that you can afford to lose, and this is not for most people, if you've already got some gold and silver and you've already got some medium-term investing and you've got some cash left over, then fine. I'm going to be offering for those people who are interested in managing those positions on a specific silver trade targeting the $55 mark. And by the way, that's just the beginning of where silver is going to be going in the next year or two. That's just an interim stopping stage based on what my analysis is and a whole lot of other people's analysis. So thanks for watching this brief update. If you're interested in any of that, get in touch. The main thing is, wherever you get it from, just get yourself as a priority a few gold and silver coins. Get coins like this. Get yourself a starting gold and silver pot and buy some silver coins, or even better, I would say, get some of these silver bars if you've got 700 or 800 or 900 pounds spare for a bar. Either way, get yourself these coins, and really there's no excuse to get real money. This is about 35 or 40 pounds, say about 50 or 60 US dollars, or you can get them cheaper actually, it depends which size and which supplier you go to. I started a gold and silver company to do this because I kept on being asked to supply gold and silver, even though mainly I trade the paper markets. Now I have a twin track strategy. The fake matrix paper markets, I can make a lot of more matrix money for myself and other people. Guess what? Every month or two I take some of that matrix money out and buy more of the real stuff. Thanks for watching. I hope to be in touch soon.